eight of our spiritual masters. Glory Shiva Bhaktivedanta Shri Narayan Sannara Shri Narayan. Glory Shiva Bhaktivedanta Shri Narayan Sannara Shri Narayan. And then our guardians, our Vaishnavas, so today is a very auspicious tithi. And Gurudev was speaking on this tithi. He said, everywhere there is a festival of Harikatha Ganga. Because today is such an auspicious tithi. Ganga Dashara, the day that Ganga Devi descended to this world. Ati Pavani Ganga Devi. Also the appearance day of Ganga Mata Goswami. The Tithi of Sri Bhaktivedanta. So yesterday we heard how Bhaktivedanta was looking for sadhu everywhere, how he came across Krishna Chaitanya. So he was born near this Chilka lake, this Chilka hill. At past time, where this old lady, she gave this buttermilk to Jagannath and Baladev. That happened there. Also, she would cook many things and she would offer to Jagannath. The Katha we heard took place there near Chilka hill. So he was born there. He started going everywhere and he gradually came to Udupi. There he studied the commentaries of all the acharyas. This Sarvakya Shukti Bhashya and Vedanta Sutra by Vishnu Swami. The Parijat Swarup Bhashya, Sri Nimbanatya, Sri Bhashya by Ramanujacharya, Anu Bhashya and Brihad Bhashya from Madhvacharya, and also the Bhaskar Bhashya. Also the Sharirik Bhashya of Shankaracharya. Because if you want to refute Shankaracharya's philosophy, then you have to know what is written in his commentary. That's how can you possibly refute this? You see the Vedanta Sutra has such nice aphorisms. Atato Brahma Jigyasa, Shastra Yadantvat, Anavriti Shabdat, Anavriti Shabdat, Anandamaya Abhyasa. If you see Anandamaya means Krishna is in his Ananda. Hladini Shakti, who is Srimati Radhika Prasada. Anavriti Shabdat means the sound vibration of the holy name. It is Hare Krishna Mantra itself. It is the Yugal soul of Radha and Krishna in this way. So we see Bhaktivedanta was going everywhere. Then he was having discussions with all these scholars. Because you see, the Shakti actually Yasadev is involved. Because Hogan is Brahmani Anandamai. I think he's Anandamai. Still we see that Brahma
Чуть начал трансляцию вертикаль, то чему-то не образует.
You see, actually, Nirakar means all these words. They have root. Nirakar means God as Akar Krishna. Nirgun means he has God. Nirvishesh means he has Visheshta, transcendental qualities, specialities. Only from these root words, these things have come. So when the Shastras say that he is Nirgun, Nirakar, Nirvishesh, it actually means that he is beyond these material qualities. He is transcendental to them. It's not that he doesn't have any form, he doesn't have any qualities in any form. So this way Bhaktivedanta he went everywhere, and he was also drawn so much to Madhvacharya's philosophy. And there he had discussions with the scholars there. So here, some devotees are of the opinion that Bhaktivedanta because he was a follower of Madhvacharya, he forcibly brought Mahaprabhu's philosophy, Mahaprabhu's line, his Gaudiya line, into Madhvacharya's philosophy. They say this. They say by force he brought it. By writing these books like Rameya Ratnavali, Siddhanta Darpam, and this, so many other books like this Govinda Bhashya. But actually if you see, then they say that in this Tattva Sandarbha and Sarva Samvaditika, Jiva Goswami has not mentioned anything about Madhvacharya. So they say where is the connection of the Gaudiyas with Madhvacharya's life? And Madhvacharya Jiva Goswami himself does not describe any of his books. But if you see, Jiva Goswami himself, in his Lagu Vaishnava Toshani, he has said we are all Tattvavadis. So one may question, how is it that we are Tattvavadis? Because Madhvacharya and his followers are Tattvavadis. Because Jiva Goswami has said that the essence of the Bhagavatam is in this one verse. Adhanti tat tat vedasya jnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti shakti. This Advaya Jnana Paratattva, he is known as Brahma, Paramatma and Bhagavan. So therefore this is proper Tattva, and we are all Tattvavadis. And Jiva Goswami, like described in Rupa and Sanatana Goswami, he has said that Rupa and Sanatana Goswami, they are called Tattva Kyapako. Means they are realized in this Tattva. But Bandhav Vidyabhushan Prabhu, he has said that Tattva Uttamo. They are the greatest of these Tattvadarshis. And when, if you see this Utkalika Vallari, Giridhari has published this book, Utkalika Vallari, that Rupa Goswami wrote, and also has the commentary of Bandhav Vidyabhushan Prabhu. So in this Utkalika Vallari, in the introduction, Giridhari, he has published this Prabandh that Param Gurudev wrote. Because when the Gaudiya Patrika was published in 1948, in the very first issue, the first article that Param Gurudev ever wrote was on the life of Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu. Gaudiya Vedanta, Acharya Sri Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu. That was the very first article that he ever wrote in Gaudiya Patrika. Then Gurudev, he had that translated and published in Hindi and English. So there, Param he said that the Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti itself gets its name from Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu. He said all the sannyasis, Bhaktivedantas, they come from there, with Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu's name. And then he said that the relationship between Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti and Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu is unbreakable. He said, it can never be broken. And he said the very aim of this Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti is to follow the Vicharadhara, is to follow the line of Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu's conceptions. Because he is the topmost Rupa, and this is seen in all his writings, so many writings, voluminous writings. And Param says, the Bhaktivinoda Thakur has said that after the 6 Goswamis, no other Acharya has done such invaluable seva to the Sampradaya in Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu. And rendered such invaluable seva. So therefore, Param he wrote one shloka for Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu. He himself wrote that shloka. He said, Shri Madhvacharya Sampradaya Chaitanya Kula Rakshaka Vedanta Acharya Shardul Baladeva Mahamati. He said he is the protector. Shri Madhvacharya Sampradaya Chaitanya Kula Rakshaka. He is the savior of this Chaitanya Kula, this dynasty of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Vedanta Acharya Shardul Baladeva Mahamati. He is the Acharya of the Vedanta, because he wrote this Govinda Vash. And he is Shardul, means he is like, in defeating all these conceptions of the Mayavadi, he is like a lion, tiger. Mahamati Baladevo, and he has this wonderful, endowed with this wonderful intelligence. All these things. He said, Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu is such a Rupa Vaishnava that if you see, his service was to who? The Govinda Dev. And who is Govinda Dev? The Ishtadev Rupa Goswami. So how can you deny that he is out of this Sampradaya? Because if you see from the Bhagavad Parampara and the Pancharatriki Parampara, Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu, both are included within him, if you see. Because if you look from the Pancharatriki Parampara, it is said that first he was taught by Param Virakta Pitambar Das. One devotee called Pitambar Das, he taught Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu. And then when he was in Odisha, there he met one Vaishnava called Radha Damodar Chakravarti. And he was initiated by him. Because he saw him such a great devotee. Actually, Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu went to defeat him. And then he himself was defeated. He was initiated by him. So Radha Damodar Chakravarti, he was initiated by Nayanananda Prabhu. Nayanananda Prabhu was initiated by Rasikananda Prabhu. And Rasikananda Prabhu was initiated by Shyamananda Prabhu. Shyamananda by Giridhari Chaitanya by Gauridas Pandit, and Gauridas Pandit was like the disciple of Nityananda Prabhu himself. So if you look from the Pancharatriki line, he's from this line. And if you look the Bhagavad Parampara line, then you see Shyamananda Prabhu's Guru is Jiva Goswami himself. And Jiva Goswami's Guru is Rupa Goswami. Here you see again this Rupananda line is coming to him. So how can you deny? And again you see again, like his Siksha Guru is Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Who is his Guru? Radharaman Chakravarti. Who is his Guru? Krishna Charan Chakravarti. Who is his Guru? Nanga Narayan Chakravarti. His Guru is Narottam Thakur. His Guru is Lokanath Das Goswami. And Lokanath Das Goswami's Guru is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. So you see both these lines are found in Baladev Vidyabhushan. And in his line, if you see, Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu's disciple was Uddhav Das Babaji. His disciple was Madhusudan Das Babaji. And Madhusudan Das Babaji Maharaj's disciple was Jagannath Das Babaji. And Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, he gave wish to Bhagavad Das Babaji. And Bhagavad Das Babaji Maharaj, he gave wish to Gaurikshwar Das Babaji Maharaj. And now Gaurikshwar Das Babaji Maharaj's disciple was Prabhupada. All his disciples. You see here, the entire Gaudiya Vaishnava line, its root is in Baladev Vidyabhushan. How can you deny and say that he doesn't belong to our sampradaya, that by force he is bringing all these Gaudiya Vaishnavas into the line of Madhuracharya? They say this way. And they say many things, but Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying those who speak like this, they are the disciples of Kali Maharaj, Kali Chela, trying to separate Baladev Vidyabhushan from this line. And then there was also saying, like one devotee was raising a question, saying that Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu and Radha Mohan Thakur, they had like some differences between. So they asked Gurudev this question, and is this true? Gurudev said Radha Mohan Thakur is a great Vaishnava. He's a great Vaishnava, pure devotee. There's no difference of opinion. Some people they are on purpose trying to do all these things, trying to harm this life. So we say Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu, his books to this day have been preserved in Jaipur. When we heard the Katha how Gurudev he went to Jaipur and he spoke such nice things about all the people there and they gave him so many books on Baladev Vidyabhushan. Like even now you can find this manuscript, this Aishwarya Kadambi. And also before writing Govinda Bhashra, he also wrote one small commentary on the Vedanta Sutra. That was also found there in the library. And also there is one document which says that when Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu entered into Apurakat Leela, the king of Jaipur, Pratap Singh, he had like a Vira Sabha there. And all those things that happened is described, and that document is still preserved there. And there is also stated how he got this title Vidyabhushan. He said that after he wrote this commentary on the Vedanta Sutra, the Ramanandi Vaishnavas themselves gave him this title. Vidyabhushan. That was such a great scholar. Because you see, why did this whole thing happen? Because Radharani was not happy there. She didn't want to leave Vrindavan. She thought Krishna by force was also brought her here. So she arranged all these things. And through the Vedanta Sutra, he showed how Radharani is present there. Therefore, our Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya is eternally indebted to him. Gaudiya Acharya Master. And who is he? It is actually said that he is Gopinath Acharya. It is mentioned there. That Gopinath Acharya, he was the brother-in-law of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So when Gopinath Acharya, he said that Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, how is this possible? Because in the Shastras, Bhagavan is called Triyuki. In Kali Yuga, there's no avatar. But then, he said, he's Chandra avatar. And then, when Mahaprabhu was having all these discussions with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya on Vedanta Sutra, and all these verses like Atma Ramashtramayo, Vedanta Kurukam, Kurante Vedanta Sutra, Tambudo Gunodhari. Then, Gopinath Acharya was also there listening. And the same Gopinath Acharya, he was born again as Baladev Vidyabhushan. So already he had heard all these explanations from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. Also it is said that he is like a second manifestation of Jiva Goswami. Like how Chakravarti Thakur is a manifestation of Rupa Goswami, he is also a manifestation of Jiva Goswami. Therefore, this line of Param Gurudev has its roots there in him. So if we try taking him out of this line, then like we see, they ask this question to Baladev Vidyabhushan that Madhavendra Puri's Guru is Lakshmipati Tirtha, and his name is Puri. So why did he have this title Tirtha then? Why did he have this name Puri? Then Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu said, who was his Guru? Diksha Guru was Lakshmipati Tirtha. But his sannyas Guru was one person called Vishnu Puri. So Vishnupuri externally he was like a Mayavadi, but internally he was a devotee, like Keshav Bharati. But still, who was Mahaprabhu's Gurudev? Ishwar Puri. Mahaprabhu, he, like his life and soul was Ishwar Puri. Similarly here also, Maharaj Puri is like, life and soul was Lakshmipati Tirtha. So therefore he is in the line of Madhacharya, cannot deny. Because Maharaj Puri, he wanted to take sannyas in the line of Madhacharya, but they wouldn't give sannyas to any people from North India. So therefore he took sannyas from like one of the Mayavadi sannyasis also. And Maharaj Puri, he refuted all their arguments. He said even from Tattva, if you see, Radharani is like the wife of Krishna. Why? During the Brahma Vimohan Leela, for 1 year, when Krishna became all the covered boys, all the gopis are married to Krishna then. He became all the cars. So then also he said that they're actually Sakya Bhav there, because he was married there to all the gopis. So how can they say that there is like no Parakya Bhav, like only Sakya? Parakya Bhav is very condemned. See here, he's also married there. How can you deny? On the basis of Tattva, he explained everything. And also he's written so many commentaries on Rupa Goswami's books that Gurudev has published. This Vedanta Sutra also his disciples have published in like 4 or 5 volumes. It's very important, he said. At least you should learn 10 or 15 sutras, he said, in Vedanta Sutra. Because Mayavadi scholars, they're very brilliant. They're like so brilliant that if they ask you a question of the Vedanta Sutra, then how can you possibly answer them? You cannot be sentimental in front of them saying, no, I only chant Harinam, this, that. They're scholars. None of these scholars are very brilliant because their hearts are so dry. That's not Vasa there. Because they're always engaged in such logic. If you don't know these sutras and they come and question you, then it's very embarrassing. Like once Gurudev, he was speaking to some devotees, and then he asked these brahmacharis, like yesterday I told you to learn these Brahma Sutras. So did you learn? And then he told some of the devotees, those are in saffron cloth, if they have not learned these Vedanta Sutras, then I'll make sure that they should give up their saffron cloth and put on white. He said. And those who are in white, if they have not learned this Vedanta Sutras, he said, I'll cut their sheet off. He said, all of you are only interested in our Rasya. He said, but not in this Tattva Siddhanta, nothing. No understanding whatsoever of this Tattva Siddhanta, then how are you following Mahaprabhu's line? Because this very mood of Radha Dasan should be supported by this Tattva Siddhanta. Otherwise everything really collapsed then after that. So he was very particular about his contribution of the Vedic devotion. Also we see that no other Acharya has glorified Ganga Mata Goswami like Gurudev has. This is true, you see. He has glorified her so much. If you try looking on the glorification of Ganga Mata Goswami, everything comes from Gurudev himself. He has spoken that on her life, like no other Acharya has. Like saying how she was a princess in this Bhutia Gram in Bangladesh. Her name was Sachi Devi before. Her name was Sachi Devi, and she was always so absorbed in service to Krishna. So her father wanted her to get married, but she said, no, I'm already married to Krishna. Even Gurudev said the same thing. He's saying, like, when you get initiation, I'm giving you marriage to Krishna, he said. I'm establishing this relationship between Krishna and you, this bond. This bond is unbreakable, he said. So I'm already given you in marriage to Krishna, then how can you hope to get married again to someone else? He said, this is like incompatible, he said. He said, you cannot divorce Krishna, he said. You cannot divorce him to marry someone else. So the same thing, Sachidevi said, I'm already married to Krishna, you cannot give me marriage to anyone else. And then she left home, she came to Bandhav. And then she was listening to this Harikatha from this disciple, a grand disciple of Gadadhar Pandit, this Haridas Prabhu, who was like the Pujari in this Govindji temple. And he was speaking on Ras Panchadhyaya, all these things. Then when she wanted to take initiation from him, she said, how can I give you initiation? Because when ladies are very young and beautiful, it's very difficult for them to do bhajan. It's very difficult. Because unlike men like you see, they can be anywhere and they can survive. But ladies, if they're very beautiful, and the eyes of so many other people will be on that lady. So many others, how will they do bhajan? Very difficult for them to do bhajan. So therefore he said, like, you're young, you're beautiful, how can you do? But she said, no, In spite of that, I'll do bhajan anyhow. Where there is a will, there is a way. And then, when he saw how determined she was, he said, all right, I'll give initiation. But still, you'll have to stay under the anugati of an elderly lady, he said. There's an elderly Vaishnavi, you have to stay under her anugati. Still, you cannot be independent, he said. Still, you have to stay under her shelter. And then, Sachidevi, she stayed under her shelter for so many years, serving her in Radha. And then when she passed away, when she again came to her guru, then he said, now I'm also very old. So I'm offering you to Jagannath. You go there and you look after this place where Mahaprabhu had this discussion with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya in the center there. And there she was speaking Harikatha. And then there was this Brahmin from Jaipur, he got this deity, Rasikai. So Krishna had appeared in this dream of this Brahmin and he said that, give me, you are always neglecting me. Give me to her, else it costs you. So when he went there to offer to Ganga Mata Goswami, she said, how can I accept this deity? I have nothing. I do Mansi Seva. Where will I get things to worship him? So then he just left the deity in the Tulsi garden there. And then Ganga Mata Goswami, she had a dream in which Krishna said, I am suffering so much and still you are looking after me. And immediately she went and she looked, she found the deity of Krishna. She started serving him. So how did she get this name, Ganga Mata Goswami? It is said that many devotees, they are going to Ganga Sagar to bathe there during like this Ganga Dashara or Makar Sankranti. So then, when they are going to bathe there, she also had this desire. I also want to but she said, how can I make the service of my Prabhu, my Prabhuji? So then she saw the Ganga Devi herself appeared and swept her away. And she was placed at the feet of Jagannath. And then in the morning, the Pandavas there they saw that who is this lady? And they were very worried. And then the king was bought and then she was put in jail. So that time, because the offense was committed to Ganga Mata Goswami, normally when the Pandavas offer Bhoga to Jagannath, they put some water on their palms. And the reflection of Jagannath is seen. Only then they offer Bhoga. But that day the reflection of Jagannath was not seen on the palm of their hands. So then they realized something has been done. Then Jagannath, he appeared in a dream to the king. He said, how can you do this? Such a great devotee. Go and ask forgiveness from her. And they all put forgiveness from her. And if they beg for forgiveness, they look Diksha from her. Even now, if you see, those who are in the line of Ganga Mata Goswami, they are the Pandavas, they put Gaudiya Vaishnava Tilak. They do the Shringar Seva of Jagannath. I've seen some of these Pandavas, Jai Shri Damodar Gaudiya Mata, so they come to meet Prabhu. Like they have this Gaudiya Vaishnava Tilak. The Pandavas there. And we see the Shweta Ganga as a place where if anyone bathes there, they get the fruit of bathing in the Ganga. And also, it is said that if you commit any offense to Jagannath Mahaprasad, if you go bathe in Shweta Ganga, you will be forgiven. So, also, you see, Ganga Devi also appeared there in Jagannath Puri. How? Like we see that when Mahaprabhu, one day he was very thirsty and he went to meet Paramananda Puri. And then he told Paramananda Puri, give me some water from your well. Paramananda Puri is saying, how can I get this water? It's so salty. Then Mahaprabhu said, oh, Jagannath is a great miser. Because he knows this water can give prema. So he's purposely made it salty. And Mahaprabhu, he said, oh, Ganga Devi should appear here. And Ganga Devi appeared there. And the water became so sweet that Paramananda Puri cooked. So Ganga Devi also appeared there in that place there. So we say Ganga Mata Goswami, she was told by the king, how can I serve you? Then she said, oh, build this nice place for Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. And they have this very beautiful place to build. So Gurudev would say, lady should be like her, like Ganga Mata Goswami. Because you see sometimes like ladies are always like feeling like being treated very inferior to men. Like once one lady, she was interviewing Gurudev. And she said, why are there so many like pictures of men here? Now she was pointing at the Guru Parampara. I only see men here, I don't see any women. Why are you only worshipping men? Gurudev said, what's wrong with you? Look at the altar. Who is that? Isn't that a lady? And he pointed at the deity of Radharani. Is that not a lady? How can you say we are only worshipping men? Actually, our supreme goddess is Radharani herself. We worship her even more than Krishna. How can you say this? So you said lady should be like her. Like Ganga Mata Goswami, Hemrata Thakurani, Jandava Devi, Vasudha Thakurani, Sita Thakurani, Malini Devi. And then he would say that if one is in the renowned server, he should be like Raghunath Das Goswami. And if one is the Grihastha, it should be like Srivas Thakur. And all the others completely detached in this way. So very auspicious Tithi. The same Tithi that Ganga Devi also appeared to deliver the ancestors of Sagar Maharaj. Like we see, like once they were asking a question to Gurudev in his morning walk. And they said, Gurudev, like normally when a person leaves his body, he has no connection with the body. But still, why do they offer the ashes into the Ganga? He said they offer this because even when the body leaves, even when the soul leaves the body, still the soul has a slight connection to the body. Even then, even when it's left, because there are these vasans. Vasan means these subtle desires that are still present. So when you offer the ashes into the Ganga, and it's very auspicious for the departed soul. Therefore, their ashes are brought and offered inside Ganga for the Yamuna and all these people. Very auspicious for the departed souls. You see, Ganga Devi herself, she wanted to witness all the pastimes of Krishna. So she told Yamuna, my younger sister, you had the good fortune of witnessing the pastimes of Krishna. But what about me? Then she said, don't worry. When my Prabhu will appear as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you will also witness all these leelas. And then the ocean, Samudra there, he said, but what about me? I have not witnessed any of his leelas. Then they said, don't worry. And you come to Jagannath Puri and you'll also witness all of his leelas. Therefore, Mahaprabhu, he appeared on the banks of the Ganga. And everyone was engaged in chanting Harinam, he appeared there. How he used to worship Ganga. He got so angry once with Sachidevi when she wouldn't make all these things ready. And how his disciples, his associates like Kundrik Vidyanidhi, they wouldn't even go during the day, during the night they would go. Vishnu Priya, they would pay there, everyone would pay there. And how Mahaprabhu once, he was passing through Radha Desh where the Ganga doesn't flow, and even when he tried inspiring someone to chant Harinam, they won't chant. But then he went to one place and boys automatically started chanting Harinam. And he said, you know why, what is the reason? Because the Ganga is flowing here, he said. And after Mahaprabhu took sannyas, after 5 years, when he returned to Navadvip, he said, I'm visiting Navadvip to see my two mothers, he said. One mother is Mother Sachi, and the other mother is Ganga Devi, he said. I want to see her, I'm missing her so much, he said. And just to see Ganga Devi, he returned from Jagannath Puri. There is how much love Mahaprabhu had for Ganga Devi. How Advaita Acharya used to offer this tulsi leaves into a Ganga Devi. Now when Mahaprabhu was in the womb of Sachi Devi, he was receiving this mercy, this touch of Ganga Devi there. You see, the Bhagavatam was spoken on the banks of the Ganga, Sukrutav. All these leaders they appeared there. Such are the glories of Ganga Devi, like innumerable glories, infinitesimal, you cannot even properly describe. Sometimes they say that in Jagannath Puri temple they don't use the water of the Ganga to do Abhishek to Jagannath because they say it's Charanona. It is the water that has bathed the feet of Sri Hari. Gurudev says actually if you see any part of Sri Hari is transcendental. His feet, his eyes, his hands, his legs. There is no concentration, but still there is some special leela going on here. So therefore they are doing this. So this way it is very auspicious Tithi. Even though if you go in the evening there, you can see they are doing so many like kirtans on the banks of the Yamuna there, just so long. And any part you go, everyone they are having a bath. In Ganga, Mansi Ganga, the Yamuna, anywhere they go they are having a bath. Even when Gurudev was a small boy having a bath in Ganga. Even they were on the Gaudiya Math, every day having a bath in Ganga. Ganga Devi is like, in one way, Bhakti Swarupini herself. Devi Sureshwari Bhavati, Devuvanakayanta, Shankara Mauli Shankara. In this way, we see Shankaracharya himself has glorified Ganga Devi so much. So, offering my Pakrupi Pushpanjali at the lotus feet of these most wonderful associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ganga Devi himself, only go that these words are now from Chapu. Ganga Darshana Vayale Ashadipavan Darshan Tumare Gun Kare Gun Ashadipavan. There it is said that Ganga Parasha Vayale. That by touching the Ganga one becomes pure. But just by the sight of the Vaishnavas, one becomes pure. More pure also. Carry Ganga Devi in heart. Uttara Thakur is Bhagirathi who brought this Ganga. And all the Vaishnavas are the descendants of the Thakur. One child of the world is shared with us in the
चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। Gurave Gaurachandaya Radhikaya Tadavaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Bhaktaya Namo Namaha. Bandhav Shri Guru Varam Shri Rupanuga Pravaram Sarasingam Chanarayanam Tam Tamam Shri Guru Charanam Mande Ramana Prasthaya Bhutale Rupanuga Bhaktivedanta Sakripam Murti Narayanam Vanchagarvatarubhyasya Kripasindhuvayavacha Patitanam Pavanabhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Gaur Bhaktivedanta. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. First of all, I offer my sister Pranam Tadma Tadma Glory Shri Paramarattam Guru Parvarma Vishnu Pala Sotra Shri Bhaktivedanta Narayan Swami Maharaj Shri Giridhari. Secondly, I offer my sister Pranam Tadma Tadma Glory Shri Shri Rupanuga Gauri Guru Varna. And I offer my sister Pranam and all the Sangha Vaishnava and Vaishnava. Today, under this mercy, special mercy of Sri Guru Pada and the Vaishnava, we are celebrating Sri Ganga Dasara, the appearance day of Sri Ganga Devi. And we have been hearing some of the glories of Sri Ganga Devi. And their unlimited glories describing the Ganga. They said in Bhagavatam that Nimna Ganam Yata Ganga, Devana Achutam Yata, Vaishnava Yata Shango, Purananam Yadam Kata. Out of all rivers, topmost is Ganga. Out of all those who are worshipful, Achyuta Bhagavan is topmost. Out of all Vaishnavas, Lord Shiva himself, and out of all the Puranas, all scriptures, this Srimad Bhagavatam is topmost. So there is no denying the glories of the Ganga. Even when this debate came here in North India, in the court of Akbar, the Hindus are arguing over which was greater, Yamuna or Ganga. And Jiva Goswami, he came there, as you know, by horse carriage. And one day he arrived and came back to Vrindavan, so he accepted sannyas. And there he extensively glorified Yamuna Devi and also extensively glorified Ganga Devi. He glorified them both. Yamuna is ultimately the younger sister of Ganga Devi herself. And we know that he said that Ganga Tirtha Parisevita Pada Padma Golokya Saukara Sakura Mahim Mahimna Aplavita Akila Sudasidalam Sudokta Radha Mukunda Virutam Yamunam Namami. It's been glorified that even Ganga Devi herself worships Yamuna. And it is said like the Jayati Daruna Putti Dharma Raja Sasava Kalayati Matraya Sakyam Atyati Gangam Muraharadaya Para Padnam Prasotam Bahadicha Makanana Nira Purak Chalena. That she is Yamuna is even more dear, more intimate than even Ganga Devi to the Lord. But we see that when Satchidananda Giridhari himself came and performed his passage in Navadip, that time Yamuna Devi herself, she came and took ashray shelter of Ganga Devi and requested permission. I also want to participate in these pastimes. Then Ganga Devi, embracing Yamuna, she gave her entrance there to Navadip. And therefore, Mahaprabhu performed his pastime both in Ganga and Yamuna. And then we know the Vaishnava explained that Ganga Devi herself, there are different three types of Ganga. There is Chaya Ganga, that is the Bhishma Janani, the mother of Bhishma Devi, who was married to Santanu Maharaj. We know this pastime. Ganga is flowing, is the Charanamrita of Vishnu is flowing where? In Bhur-Bhuvasva and also in the Lord planetary system. It is falling down on top of Mount Meru, which is in the middle of Jambudip, this Bhuloka. And from there it is flowing down into the different varshas. So we know that in Swarga she is known as Alakananda, and here she is known as the Bhagirati or the Jhannavi. And then in Patal or in the lower planetary system she is known as Bhogavati. But this Ganga, she is called Chaya Ganga. She is the manifestation of the real transcendental Ganga. She is married to Santanu Maharaj. And then you have Ganga Devi who is flowing in this world, in these three swarups, and then you have the transcendental Ganga Devi who is the Shakti of Bhagavan himself. She's a direct Shakti. She's present there in Vaikuntha and she's also present where? In Golok Vrindavan. And this is why the Vaishnavas explain this Katha. When the Brajvasis, they wanted to go to Ganga Sagar, take bath, and Krishna said, why, how is it possible in such an advanced age with bullock cart going so many thousands of miles away? No need. We'll go to Giridhari Govardhan, and there Giridhari Govardhan will fulfill all of our desires. And then Krishna took them all there to Bank of Giridhari Govardhan, and then from his heart, from his mind, he manifested the Manasi Ganga. And because Krishna himself is Swayam Bhagavan, he is Brajavilasi, Krishna. He is the Mool Tattva. Everything has originated from him. So if Ganga Devi has manifested from that Prajanananda and Samasundar Krishna's mind, then this is the original Ganga. This is the Mool Ganga, Manasi Ganga. And then all the Brajvasis, they took bath there. The Sakhas were saying, oh, we don't believe you. You have blocked up, collected water from all the drains here and then the kundas and you put it in one place. Then Krishna took them to Haridev and showed how all the Ganga was flowing from his lotus feet. Then the gopis, when they heard Manasi Ganga, then they went into Man. Oh, this Ganga Devi is in your mind. You are always telling that we are in your mind, but you are thinking of Ganga. They went, especially Radhika became in Man. Then Ganga Devi, she approached Krishna and said, oh, what am I to do? The gopis, they will not bathe in my water. They are in this man. And Krishna, he stood, Ganga Devi said, you surrender unto the lotus feet of Srimad Radhika. By her mercy, everything will be alright. Then Ganga Devi came and offered her pranams to Radhika and surrendered unto her. Said, I am your servant. Then Radharani smiled and became happy. And then the gopis, they took back that Ganga. So, she is also, Kinkari is also a maidservant of Radhika. She is also a Braj Gopi. So, this is the real Ganga is coming from there. Gurudev has said, even in Navadip Dham, Manasi Ganga is present there. Where they say Panchaveni, Gurudev said no Saptaveni. There, he said that you have this Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati. Then you have Alakananda. Then you have Gomati, Manasi Ganga, and you have this Godavari. They're all these 7 rivers, they are there present. Gurudev has said, this is Saptaveni. Manasi Ganga is present there. So Ganga Devi is unlimited glorious. And today is her appearance there, as we have heard. She is Patita Pavini, purifier of everything. It is said that in this Kali Yuga, as long as Ganga is flowing, Kali Yuga can never come into full effect. But that day when Ganga stops flowing, the Kali Yuga will come into full effect. Therefore, all the rivers in India, you can see all Kaveri and all these hundreds of holy rivers. If you read the Puranas and Shastras, somehow or another their kathas all relate to Ganga. They are all somehow or another manifestations of Ganga herself. Almost all. So, therefore, she is in so many different swarups. And she is flowing in. Therefore, he said, those who have taken birth on the bank of these holy rivers, they have extreme piety, extreme punya. Just as we heard, when the Mahaprabhu Nityananda, they saw that the Nityananda saw that the children, everyone was chanting this, oh, Ganga must be here. So, Ganga is supremely auspicious, supremely pure. And Mahaprabhu, when he left to go to South India, before that he said, I want to go Navadip. He went to meet his mother, but he also went to see Ganga Devi. Also Sita Devi, when she left Ayodhya, then she worshipped Ganga. And she made a vow that before I enter back into Ayodhya, I will also worship her. Therefore, when they were in Lanka, that time, Bharat had made a promise that as soon as the Bandhav is over, if Ram is even one day late, then he will give up his life. So Ram was in a conundrum, in a perplex. What will I do? That we have to go fast. Why? For 2 reasons. One, we have to save Bharat's life, but also because Sita Devi has made a promise. She will worship Ganga before entering, she will step back into Ayodhya. Therefore, we cannot enter into Ayodhya and meet Bharat before Sita Devi has met and worshipped Ganga. We have to go very fast. Vibhishan said, don't worry, whoever's Pushpa Viman is here, by his Viman will all go. And then Sita Devi was taken to this Ganga and she worshipped, and then only after that, when they entered into Ayodhya, and then that time Bharat was about to light fire and enter, and that time Ram met with him and saved his life. There are unlimited kathas, unlimited glories of Ganga Devi, and we are praying. And Gurudev himself performed all his pastimes, childhood pastimes, everything there on the bank of the Ganga. The Vaishnavas themselves, they performed all their pastimes on the bank of the Ganga. All our Vaishnava acharyas, they performed their pastimes there. Even Swami Prabhupada, he was in his house, and his father, he said, see this yogi, this person, yogi came to see him, one side he left. And his father told Swami Maharaj, see him, every day he dips in the Ganga here in Calcutta. And then he goes down and he comes up where? In Rameshwaram there. And he dips down there and he comes up in Dwaraka. He dips down there and he comes up in Bhattacharya. He dips down and he goes to Jagannath Puri. In this way he takes bath in all the 4 dhams every day. So the Ganga is connected in this way. Because we cannot see. And it is also Akash Ganga. It is actually flowing in the heavens, but we cannot see with our mundane eye. So Ganga Devi is unlimited glories. Praying to the Vaishnavas that we may always bring under their guidance and hear some true glories of Ganga, Manchara.
Ganga is personified. She is appeared as a Dravagratri. And Yamuna is Brahmagatri. But Ganga is Amrita Toyamaya. It is the life of all living entities. Padanakha Nira Janita Janapavaya. Ganga is the lotus feet, Vaman Deva, Nakha, Yagrabha, the Ganga Karnatha. So Ganga is Brahma Loka, she is Brahma's commander. Then she comes there in Sarga Loka, and then by the request of Bhagirath, she comes in Prithvi Loka. She is all Loka Tarani, Loka Tarani also. She is Bhava Tarani plus Loka Tarani. Bhava means in this world, the all living entities are Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyana. These cycle suffering. But the Ganga has that power. But particularly, she performed one kind of leela to Sagar Maharaj, 60,000 children delivered. So, she has different swarup, just like Giri Maharaj told, Ayatanga, as Bhishma, Janani. Different Puranas explain about Ganga. So most of the rivers in India, they are all the sisters of Ganga. Kaveri is called Dakshin Ganga, Godavari is called Madhya Ganga, Tungabhadra, and Mahanadi in Jagannath, or Shvetadip in Jagannath Kshetra, or different places. Ganga has millions of swarupas like Shiva. But Shiva is the greatest of the Vaishnava, similarly Ganga is the greatest of the Vaishnava. People say she is a Mukti Pradayini, but actually Ganga is also Bhakti Pradayini. Because without the, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj explained, the people will take misunderstanding of the Mukti Pade, the word. Actually, anything coming from Lord's feet or eyes or touched by like any part of the body of the Lord, like Tulsi, Mala, Chandan, Ganga, these are not ordinary things. They can give direct bhakti for Lord's feet. And Guru, all Vaishnava Guru Varga, Raghav Bhakti. They are not giving Mukti Pade. Mukti, the Mukti is also one kind of Devi. She herself takes the shelter of the Lord. So sometimes Ganga also delivers that Mukti also. So that's why most of the Pinda Shastras explain Gaya, where the Vishnu Padi is there they perform, but that is also nearby Ganga only. Because without the Ganga has a capacity to give them Aprakrit Vaikuntha or Vaikuntha Daman. So the living entities, their ashes also mostly thrown in Ganga. So the Ganga is Bhakti Devi also, like Vrinda Devi is Bhakti Devi. So similarly Ganga is also Bhakti Devi. Sureshwari, why it is said? Because Sura means all demigods who are doing duty under the direction of Lord. She even deliver or is all demigods also. So that's why she is greater than demigod. So in that way, the Ganga is the Amrita Toya Madhyam. Amrita means one who are already this Jada planetary system. There are so many planetary systems, all are called Jada planetary system. But they are alive due to Ganga. Why? The same Ganga has, the water comes, the ocean has not that power. Although Ganga merged in the ocean, but ocean has that not power. So the Ganga has power to bring all rasa to the all. So she is like a kalpa in Golok Vrindavan. She has personality, and in this world she has Amritutoya Madhama, like Jaladatri. So in this world, people, as long as the Ganga is there, Giridhari is there, and Vaishnava, Harikatha, Bhagavad is there. These all are transcendental things which will give the life, and all living entities will get nourished and they get the Krishna Prema. So in this way, people say that Bhakti Devi himself, Bhakti Devi, also one form worship Ganga. All demigods worship Ganga. Shiva holds Ganga and Indra worship Ganga because Surbi water, Indra only worship the Govinda. So in this way, without Lord has given specific mercy to and boon to Ganga, that without her, there will be no auspicious in this world. because no spiritual activity is performed, no any yajna, karpana, or anything you want to do, anything. So Ganga is very helpful and she helps in all directions, all living all the time. So yesterday also Baldev Vidyabhushan Prabhu disappeared. Baldev Vidyabhushan Prabhu born in Odisha, they said. But the Bandhav Vidyabhushan Prabhu, the original commentator of Bhagavatam, Bandhav Vidyabhushan Prabhu, Bala, without Bala, Balai. Balram's name is Balai also. Balram, just like Nitai, same Nitai, but here in Vrindavan, he is Balai. Baldav, Haldar, so many names are there, there are Sahasranama also there. But here Baldev, original is Nityananda Prabhu's manifestation. Gaudiya Bhakti, Baldev Vidyabhushan Gaudiya Acharya means all Gurus Acharya, because Baldev Tattva itself is the foundation of all Leelas of Braja, Radha, Krishna, Gopi, and anything you want. Without Baldev, the Dham will be not there. If Dham is not there, then all things will be, nothing will be happening. So Baldev Vidyabhushan Prabhu Acharya means Guru. So he is also Nityananda Prakash also. Baldev Vidyabhushan Prabhu is not ordinary. He is the representative of Nityananda Baldev himself. So in this way, he is Gopinath Acharya. So who is Gopi's Acharya? It is Krishna. But Krishna, who is the elder brother of Krishna? That is Baldev. In that way also, the same, they are all Baldev Prabhu's expansion, and they are all Guru Varga. Bhaktivedanta and Baldev Vidyabhushan Prabhu is direct manifestation of, in that way, Baldev only. So in that way, we are connected with all our Rupanudhara. Baldev Vidyabhushan. So Baldev Vidyabhushan yesterday disappeared. Disappeared means only they leave that day particular body, but they are manifested in across Jagat, always in different places, in all dhammas. Jagannath Puri here or any. So that's why all sampradayas, all acharya except Baldev Vidyabhushan as an authority. But there is no sampradaya who doesn't accept Baldev Vidyabhushan Prabhu as not acharya. So all sampradayas, all Guru Varga, all acharya, they accept Baldev is the original acharya, all sampradayas. Pancha